I'm going to be honest when I say this here. What happened to Five God is really jacked up. He's been in the hip hop game for decades. But to go from being shot during a robbery to landing in the hospital to now you arrested and you about to be booked on charges. All this is calling Hassan Campbell. I'm looking at this whole thing side-eyed at this point. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Five God, a.k.a. Giacana, formerly known as Giacana, he now needs to pretty much get another management. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's get into it. Good evening. It's your girl, Miss Analytical. I'm coming to you straight out of NYC this Saturday evening. So this is a breaking news segment because I usually don't really do stories like this on a Saturday night, but we got to talk about this. So I want to give a shout out to 10 Toes Down TV because this actually came up on a notification through his channel because I'm not a Hassan Campbell subscriber, but I am a 10 Toes subscriber. So I look at the notification and it says, Five God has been shot. Hassan Campbell's artist. So I'm like, oh my God, that's really sad because I don't have nothing against Five God. I just feel that Five God is an artist that was just trying to come up. I didn't know that he was Giacana a couple of years back. So I'm listening to 10 Toes TV talk about how this is an unfortunate thing that happened to him, but this is sort of a wake-up call for him, basically, because not only is this like a chance for you to change your circle, but now you're starting to see what we've been telling you about him for months. And we meaning a collective that has been speaking out against Hassan Campbell. You can call them the Association Against Hassan Campbell for good reasons. Okay? So what occurred is that 10 Toes Down first did a quick summary of Hassan Campbell's take on this because Hassan Campbell broke the story. Now, according to what Hassan Campbell said, because I went to watch his video after I even listened to the follow-up of 10 Toes Down on the live responded. I wanted to hear it for myself. So 10 Toes basically got everything right that Hassan Campbell said about the Five God shooting incident. So what happened is that Five God was basically minding his business and he was accosted in a robbery. So somebody tried to rob him. So Five God basically resisting, trying to get like stuff taken from him. He pretty much, you could say, fought back. But he got shot. Now, Five God is basically, he was in the hospital. His injuries weren't, life-threatening and so forth. But while he was there, they found a piece on him. They found a gun. So, according to Hassan Campbell, because they found a gun on Five God went from being a patient to now being arrested, and he's either downtown, wherever the incident occurred, he's in the detention holding center, pretty much, according to Hassan Campbell. Now, this is where 10 Toes Down is basically calling Hassan Campbell out. And I agree with 10 Toes Down 100%. You do not throw your artist under the bus. If you're managing this guy and he's on your record label, because he said he has a record label, you don't talk bad about your artist. Hassan Campbell is grimy. Okay? He's really, 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 really grimy. Now, the only thing that I will say is that he didn't call out the kind of music that Five God makes. Because that Hassan talks about drill music really bad. But Five God the songs are pretty much similar to drill music as well. But he's making money off of Five God. So he ain't going to throw him under the bus for that. But he gonna tell the viewers, oh, I've been telling him, live your life as though you always on the run. Right? Because any second, they could take you out. All this dumb philosophical hood shit. And then what got me is that he was talking to him in such a derogatory way. This man just recovered from being shot, according to you, because you broke the story. It hasn't even hit Google, because I looked it up in the news. It's not a major news story. But he then had the nerve to say something that really got me. And he was saying, I've been teaching him, the rules of the game. Because, he's like my little brother. And he never wanted to listen. When I was telling him about, what was going on in the world with the cameras and everything, he was like, I don't want to hear that. I don't have time for that. So I was warning him, and he didn't take heed to the warning. And because he didn't listen to me, now he's in the situation he's in. So you telling me that because he didn't listen to you, your word, what you say, the stuff that you talk, he got shot and he's now in jail. And what really grinded my gears about this is that as your manager, you're supposed to have the best interest in your artists. Why are you speaking ill of Five Guard? Because what that's going to do is that's going to make people be like, well, if your manager ain't supporting you, why should I spend money on you? Nobody in the history of music in the music business will ever speak ill of their own artists until after they're no longer signed or no longer managed by them, unless that's what really happened. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if you ever saw, and it's still up, if you saw the Matt Harper interview when they was in the barbershop and Hassan Campbell was talking about his situation, if you notice, every time Hassan Campbell would bring up what happened to him and then talk about Jim Jones, Five Guard will always start looking bored. He really started looking bored. Now, I'm going to say something else too. The obsession with Hassan Campbell's obsession with Jim Jones, many people know this. Five Guard used to call himself Giacana. He just started calling himself Five Guard as an artist recently, for like maybe 2 years ago. When he was young, he actually knew Freaky Zeke as well as Big Pun. But he never trusted Freaky Zeke. Now, this is Freaky Zeke for the diplomats, because he felt he wasn't street enough. And so he was like, I was cool with him, but I didn't want to enter business with him. But in the end, he and the other guys, they all went to Jim Jones to form diplomats. So it was like, I wasn't really, trying to go that route. So I have a feeling that Five Guard would talk to Hassan about Jim Jones, and then all of a sudden he ran with that. But I got a strange theory, and this honestly just came to me. I believe that Five Guard pretty much don't even want to really be affiliated with Hassan anymore. And that's the main reason why Hassan was not really talking really in supportive of him. I think everybody should go and watch that video. Or really, I'm going to be honest with you, go over to 10 Toes Down TV. Listen to the short video and then listen to the lives. Because they was dropping gems. They were dropping gems. And 10 Toes TV, that's a thorough brother. And I'm going to tell you something. His cousin, I know his cousin, Sarnetta. I've known Sarnetta since I was 18 years old. And I'm going to be honest with you. What y'all see on Black News TV, Sarnetta TV, when the cameras are off, he's a real nice person, Sarnetta. And if it wasn't for Sarnetta, Hassan Campbell's story would not have blown up the way it did. Even though Doggy Diamonds helped a lot. And this dude has a hatred for Hassan. Excuse me. That's really bad. It's really downright evil. And Sarnetta said, I wish I could go back and have never, ever, ever met Hassan Campbell. And I'm going to be honest with you. There are people on YouTube already thinking that they making content saying that Hassan Campbell has sacrificed Father God, but it went wrong. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. But all I'm saying is that I just think that something went down the last couple of weeks. And I believe it was right after the Matt Hoffa interview on his channel at the barbershop. I think when Five God said what he said about Jim Jones, because he said, I knew Jim Jones, and he disagreed with what Hassan Campbell said. Right there, I believe that relationship went down. And because he got shot, Hassan Campbell don't want to talk. They ain't really speaking in support of him. Yeah, I don't think Five God's going to be on Campbell Soup Records much longer as an artist. He going to go his own way. And so with that being said, it's your girl, I'm going to sound a little cold. I had to come with you to this breaking news segment. And I'm going to talk to y'all soon, because I'm going to come back with some other uploads like I was already planning to do. But this was one that I had to talk about. And, you know, shout out to 10 Toes Down TV, because he broke it, and they still talking about it on their live. And I wish Five God the best of luck. Hopefully, you know, get back on your feet. If you do got a criminal case, get the best lawyer, but get it on your own terms. Do not, I'm going to be honest, don't ask Hassan for help, because at this point, I think he might be trying to sabotage you. So, Miss Ann Little Cool is signing off on this one. Stay tuned for more commentary and uploads coming up tonight. Take care.